Hello, Captain. It's me, TONIK TZW here. Rust and Rumble version 2.0, this time in the PTRPVLVSK. That is, if you just take away the vowels. I mean, that took a lot of thinking up to give that ship a name, didn't it? But, yeah, trying to get 1,000,000 points or 1,000,000 damage in this ship when the games were constantly like this, where there was just 3 ships and a cap. It was an impossible grind, and certainly when you get teammates like this, it made it all the more harder. But I'm glad to say that Pikey Monkey came on today, and I was able to tick this one off. And with the boxes and things that I got using my extra 25,000 doubloons from my pots of gold, I now have the madness in port. So we'll maybe take that out for a spin at some point and put a video out on that. But given that it's basically a Zeton, is it really going to play much different? I don't know. Now, one of the things that you need to be aware of in this game, playing this game mode, is that the missiles have a limited height. And if you look around at some of the islands are too high for the missiles to fly over. So be wary of that when you launch them, because you could be wasting your shots. Now, I'm spotted. I called the team that I'm spotted. Our destroyer is pushing into the islands, and I'm waiting for those 2 cruisers to get into line. The other cruiser is line astern behind me. And I was saying that this mechanic for the missiles is very much similar to the airdrop. Now, the fact that our destroyer runs behind the islands, I'm spotted, means there's a destroyer there. So what I'm going to try and do is prevent that guy from taking the cap. And you've got to lead these missile drops. This guy is turning. The destroyer turns like a pig, an absolute pig. But this guy is charging in, and I'm just going to try and focus this destroyer by overlaying a few shots and hoping that we catch him in the middle somewhere. But our drone is out running as well. We got HE loaded to try and light some fires, because the most damage we can do as the drone hits him, gives him a flood. I think it's just damage control to fire. The missile is on its way. We're looking for it, and boom, that is him gone for the game. Kill number 1. Now, the reload on these guns, I think it's 30 seconds. It's absolutely atrocious. They could have brought that down to 20 seconds and made this a little bit more of a fast-paced game. The fact that none of the commander perks do anything at all, I think, shows a lack of attention to detail, which I did mention in the Riotous video. I think it's a half-baked concept. Is it fun? It's something a little bit different, but it's also another god-awful grind. And I just wish they would give us something that was fun to play without being such a horrible grind. These missiles are hitting for 10k a time, and I'm doing my best to try and stay out of range, give my stuff a chance to come off cooldown. We don't need the radar anymore because we got rid of the destroyer. We've put a drone out there towards that PTRPVLVSK, and you seem to spend a lot of the game in this top-down view, launching missiles as that drone gets in and hits me and causes a flood. I've lost probably around 40% of my hit points. We switched to AP because that guy is broadside. We're going to slap him there, get some more cap resets on, but missiles are on the way, and we're just going to keep spamming that. And if you haven't noticed already, it is me versus 2 ships. That's always awesome, because for every 2 missiles that I have and 1 drone, they had 4 and 2 drones. But the missiles strike home and take that guy down. 16,000 hit points remaining. It's not a lot. And this is where the island is going to come into play, because that guy has got his radar running, and what I'm hoping is that if I push in, his missiles aren't going to be able to get across the top, and also that hopefully he will not be able to come round on a flank on me. There is another drone pushing in, and yeah, there's no point in shooting at these things. I'm going to give it a go, but the secondaries are shooting at it. But watch this. They go way over the top, and I think the only thing that's going to save me here is the fact that I was damage saturated. He takes 19 hit points off me, and I'm going to launch here, but watch this. You will see as I zoom out, look, straight into the side of the mountain. But that means that I'm safe from his missiles as well. Our drone is running, and the pathfinding on them seems to be a little bit ridiculous as well. And we're going to let that drone run. We have no radar left. We can't see what that guy is doing. Is he going to turn out? Is he going to come round behind us? Is he going to pull a 180 and come back out in front of us? We're playing ring a roses on the island here. There's not much we can do. He certainly has a lot more hit points than we do. But our drone there, it just seems to be sailing around in circles and wondering where that guy got to. But the fact that his secondaries are shooting at it is giving us a little bit of an idea. We've left AP loaded on this one because I don't think that fires are going to do the job. It's even Stevens on the points because neither of us have the capture point. So there is a point of reference. Take away the destroyer, focus it if you are the cruiser, try and keep the cap reset, because if he wants that cap, he's going to be stuck in the middle, and you are going to be able to kill him if you focus him, and that leaves it down to, if you have your destroyer left, that they can get in on the cap, and it's 50 points a time. So here we go, shots out, he comes out broadside, we get a double citadel there, we get 2 missiles away, and we're hoping that with that drone on the way as well, we've kind of brought him down almost level with what we have on hit points, and we're going to keep pushing behind this island because we know that he can't get his missiles across the top, so he can't blind fire us, and he can't see us either. But it is still very much a nail biter of a game. We break through 100,000 damage there. We're really racking up the damage on this one, and there's quite a few ribbons up there as well. Now, Wargaming has said that this missile mechanic will not be coming into the game. I did say in my other video, and I think earlier in this one, that it is very much like the airstrike mechanic with the new Dutch cruisers, where you have a lead-in time, which is shown on the left side of the circle, and the range. So you've got to try and predict where a ship is going to be when that missile gets to the aiming point. Your missiles can be shot down. We do have like an AA booster there, and even if that is on cooldown, your AA can still take missiles down, although not as effectively. But we get spotted there. We got AP loaded there. We should have had HE loaded, but we're going to drop 2 missiles across there. We have got a drone there on cooldown, which we're going to launch. This guy is going to give us an absolute thumping with one of his missiles, which are now off cooldown. We're going to get our missiles away again. Are we going to get guns up? Are we going to have the missiles up? His missiles on its way in, and we get another double cap reset. We're down to 1,000 points, but our missile strikes home, taken down. The third of 3 kills, 114,500 damage there. A little bit of a fight around the islands. We got lots of cap resets on that one. And gosh, how I pulled that one out of the bag, I don't know, because I thought it was over 5 minutes into the game, especially when my 2 teammates were dead. But there we go. We managed to pull a win out of it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Smash the like button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Rust and Rumble and what you think of the ships themselves. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.